is a holographic fractal? Or should I say, reality is a holographic fractal? Everything that exists is a microcosm of reality. Everything that exists in the world is an example of what the universe is as a whole. And when you understand this, you start to look at things differently because you wonder about what time actually even is.
What?
If you begin the process of trying to understand the universe, certain things begin to change. Certain perspectives, certain assumptions, when you realize that everything that exists, left, right, forward, back, is also everything that exists, left, right, forward, back, up, down. And all of the information of the subsequent level is projected onto the lower one. You know what I mean? Things in 5D are compressed to exist in this 4D reality that we interact with. Space and time. I want to get back to time because as far as I'm personally aware, no scientist has ever claimed that absolute zero exists anywhere in the universe. Absolute zero being the lowest possible temperature in which there is no motion, no radiation, no change, no fluctuation. You know what I'm saying? So my connection here is that three-dimensional existence contains the information about four-dimensional existence, but they are levels. There is a membrane between each dimension and set of dimensions, and this goes all the way up to what quantum physicists refer to as Hilbert space. Look up Hilbert space. Side note, we've been looking for aliens in four-dimensional reality. If Hilbert space exists in the same sense that this space exists, wouldn't it make sense that an intelligence would occupy a space that had infinite dimensions? Which is what Hilbert space is. And, you know, who's to say there are even other intelligences in 4D? We might be the only ones here. The problem is we think this is the only place, and that's absurd. So I'm not really qualified to, explain how to navigate fifth and sixth and seventh dimensional space. But I can tell you that just in the sense that this holographic fractal principle implies that a piece of the world, this is a circle. My hands are really dirty, but that's a circle. Certain things that exist imply these intelligences. And this is where you can look up Michael Levin. Shout out to everybody in the comments section. Hope you're all doing fantastic. What I believe is going on, and this is about the end here, I'm going to wrap things up, is that we as human beings are experiencing a temporary filtering system that sort of condenses our essence into a fourth dimensional body. It's like a funnel. And what we actually are outside of that transcends all of the things that you could possibly imagine. The things that are experienceable by human beings imply and indicate that consciousness is infinite and that life is infinite. I'm not really sure how else to explain it, other than when you think about this stuff long enough, several things start to change. You start to appreciate things more. You start to understand that the universe has your best intention in mind, and that you yourself are a fractal, like the circle that is basically a interface for your soul, your real self, which is much, much more than this. And, therefore, because of the holographic nature, you contain the entire universe within you. And that's not hyperbole, that's science.